Hi, my name's Naz Dean and I'm the Head of Youth and Sport at Corums Fields. Corums Fields is a charity that works with young people, literally newborn babies, up to the ages of 19. So we have a nursery, we have an out-of-school club, sports development department, and also a youth service. So essentially what Corums Fields' main ethos is, so we provide positive activities for all children and young people where we can enhance their personal and social development. I've always been interested in sport and exercise and youth work elements too. So when I was a lot younger, I always wanted to do something in sports development, sports coaching, teaching, something where I could work with children and young people, and I'm lucky enough to be able to do that sort of today. I'm the Head of Youth and Sport at Corums Fields, and my role is sort of based in two parts really. There's a strategic element, so I'm behind the scenes organising and planning activities for children and young people, and also the practical element as well. So there's a lot of hands-on work, one-to-one, sort of tailoring, sports sessions, mentoring, also sort of delivering a variety of sports. My journey or my career throughout the years has been an interesting one, as it will be for a lot of individuals. So I remember when I left school, I went into college to do my A-levels, and one of my first jobs was working in McDonald's on a weekend, something I really enjoyed at the time, and it was something to get me by really. Finishing my A-levels, I thought the next progression for me personally, it doesn't have to be for everyone, but was for university. So I studied sports science, and then after graduating with a sports science degree, which I was really sort of happy and thrilled about, I went into doing part-time coaching. So I knew I wanted to do something sporty, something along the lines of in the fitness industry. So I managed to get a job coaching, again just part-time, so I think it was 15 hours per week. I was really happy at the time. I was 21, 22 years old, graduated, and I had this part-time role. And then making the next step up was really difficult, and I think the key for me to sort of make that next step was sort of just getting experience. So I just went out there and I volunteered. So as well as doing the 15 hours coaching, I went and volunteered at a few places. So I was working for free essentially on the weekends, running sports events, tournaments. I was working in schools as well, part-time, but I wasn't getting paid for it, but it was all really good experience. So it looked good on my CV, looked good for me working with different specialists in ranging from PE teachers to head football coaches, etc., even physiotherapists. But I had all that experience over the course of 2-3 years, as well as sort of part-time coaching, to get my first role in sports development, which I've really sort of lucky, but also really pleased with. I really enjoy my role. I'm very passionate about what I do. I feel that's really important for anyone looking for a career in whatever it is that you wish to do, really. One of the huge components of my role is developing, sort of nurturing young people, and a lot of mentoring as well. So giving an individual an opportunity or chance to really sort of believe in themselves. I've been doing this sort of role. I've been working in sports development, youth settings for nearly 20 years now. And I couldn't see myself doing anything else. It's just something I sort of really enjoy. It's a very thrilling, exciting job. A lot of people going for the same job, so it's very competitive as well. My advice would be just to really sort of have lots of enthusiasm, be willing to sort of learn, be adaptable, flexible, but also volunteering in the community or wherever it is will really sort of help you gain that vital experience to make that important step. What advice I'd give my 14-year-old self? Just try and look for something to do in the future that you enjoy, really. I know my parents wanted me to be a doctor or a lawyer, and I sort of did the opposite really, because it's not something that I was interested in. So I'm really happy I sort of stood my ground. I went to university, did sports science, and I know my parents are happy and proud of me and for the career that I've sort of forged, but that was because I sort of did what I wanted to do. So you'll get lots of advice, lots of people telling you, oh, you should do this, you should do that, but just sort of stay true to yourself really, and always sort of follow your own passion. My sort of top tip, my biggest advice, or the motto that I always go by is once you become fearless, you become limitless. And what that essentially means is always try and tackle tasks head on, whether you know a lot about it, whether you're a little bit fearful of it, but just sort of tackle it and learn from it. And as time goes on, as you sort of progress and you get more experience, you become limitless in the sense of there's not much that you can't do. Always be sort of polite, humble, be willing to learn, and always be the hardest worker in the room. That's what people really, really like.